Number 1. This 1975 Cadillac Eldorado convertible, offered at $16,750 and located in Las Vegas, Nevada, is presented as a striking and well-kept example of Cadillac's final era of full-size front-wheel drive luxury convertibles, finished in highly desirable triple black. With just 42,000 miles reported, this Eldorado is positioned as a low-mileage, fully loaded luxury cruiser that emphasizes comfort, presence, and classic 1970s Cadillac styling. The seller highlights that it is priced below market, suggesting strong value relative to condition and equipment, and notes that the car is located in the center of Las Vegas for easy viewing. Backed by a Nevada title in the seller's name, the listing presents this Eldorado as a clean and straightforward transaction with clear ownership and no unnecessary uncertainty for the next buyer. From a mechanical standpoint, this Eldorado benefits from significant recent investment that adds confidence for both driving and long-term ownership. The engine and transmission were rebuilt in 2015, addressing two of the most critical and costly components of any classic luxury car and positioning it as more than just a cosmetic showpiece. In 2017, the top gear motors and right-angle gearboxes were completed, an important detail for a power convertible of this era and a common area of concern if neglected. These updates suggest that the car has been maintained with functionality in mind, making it suitable not only for display but also for regular enjoyment as a true open-top cruiser. Visually, the car makes a strong impression with its triple black presentation, a combination that remains timeless and particularly appealing on a large, elegant Eldorado convertible. The leather interior is described as flawless, reinforcing the impression of careful ownership and low mileage, and supporting the claim that this car retains much of its original luxury character. Vogue tires add a period-correct finishing touch, enhancing both the appearance and the classic Cadillac road presence that defined these cars when new. The seller encourages careful review of the photos, implying that the condition speaks for itself and aligns with the description provided. As a whole, this 1975 Cadillac Eldorado convertible stands out as a well-sorted, low-mileage luxury classic that balances originality with meaningful mechanical refurbishment. Its fully loaded specification, recent drivetrain and convertible top-related work, and clean Nevada title make it an appealing option for collectors or enthusiasts seeking a turnkey example rather than a project. With its bold styling, strong documentation, and pricing positioned below market, this Eldorado represents an opportunity to own a true American luxury icon that can be enjoyed immediately while still offering long-term collectability. Number 2. This 1941 Ford two-door coupe, offered at $18,000 and located in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, is presented as a classic pre-war American coupe that blends timeless styling with extensive modern and mechanical updates. The car is positioned honestly as a driver-quality classic rather than a museum piece, making it appealing to enthusiasts who want something they can enjoy on the road. With a reported total investment of approximately $31,000, this Ford represents a substantial amount of work and money already put into it, allowing the next owner to step into a well-sorted vehicle at a price far below the cost to replicate it today. Its iconic 1941 body lines remain instantly recognizable and continue to make these coupes desirable among traditional hot rod and classic Ford enthusiasts. At the heart of the car is a brand new H&H flathead V8 engine installed in February of 2024, with less than 200 miles since completion, making it a major highlight of a listing. This freshly built flathead preserves the authentic character of the car while offering the confidence of modern rebuild standards and very limited use. Supporting mechanical updates include new brakes, a new clutch, and new shocks installed by Dale's Customs in Lake Havasu City in 2025, indicating recent professional attention to drivability and safety. A new interstate battery installed in 2024 further supports reliable operation, and tires purchased in 2022 round out a drivetrain and chassis package that is clearly aimed at dependable cruising rather than ongoing mechanical work. Modern convenience features have been thoughtfully added without abandoning the classic feel of the car. A Dakota digital dash is installed, with all gauges confirmed to be fully functional, providing accurate and easy-to-read information while maintaining a clean, integrated look. The car is equipped with electric windows that are reported to be in proper working order, adding everyday usability that is uncommon in vehicles of this era. A new air conditioning system installed in 2023 by any radiator is another major upgrade, significantly improving comfort and making the car far more enjoyable in warm climates, especially given its Arizona location. The interior is described as being in good condition overall, supporting the idea that this is a car meant to be driven and enjoyed rather than immediately restored. Cosmetically, the seller is transparent about a few remaining flaws, which helps set realistic expectations. The passenger side window is cracked, and the body has some minor dings and scratches that would need attention for a higher-level finish, but these issues are presented as relatively small compared to the extensive mechanical and functional work already completed. The seller notes a willingness to consider trades for a newer mid-size to full-size truck or to entertain a reasonable cash offer, providing some flexibility in the deal. Overall, this 1941 Ford two-door coupe stands out as a well-invested, mechanically refreshed classic with modern comforts, solid driving credentials, and honest disclosure, making it an attractive option for someone seeking a usable and character-rich pre-war Ford at a compelling value. Number 3. This 1967 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham, offered at $10,000 and located in La Mesa, California, is presented as a full-size luxury sedan that combines classic Cadillac presence with recent cosmetic updates. The seller describes the car as running perfectly, suggesting it is a drivable and usable example rather than a dormant project. With its long, elegant body lines and unmistakable Fleetwood Brougham proportions, this Cadillac represents the height of late 1960s American luxury, designed to deliver a smooth, commanding ride and a strong visual statement. Priced at $10,000 or best offer, it is positioned as an accessible entry point into ownership of a true Cadillac flagship from this era. Mechanically, the car is reported to run without issue and features a straight-pipe exhaust setup, giving it a more aggressive sound than stock while retaining the large displacement Cadillac character. While specific engine and transmission details are not outlined, the claim that it runs perfectly implies that the drivetrain is in solid operating condition and suitable for regular use. The straight-piped configuration will appeal to buyers who enjoy a more pronounced exhaust note, though it also leaves room for customization if a quieter, more original-style exhaust is preferred. Overall, the listing frames the car as turnkey from a running and driving standpoint, with no mention of major mechanical faults. Cosmetically, this Fleetwood Brougham has benefited from a recent repaint in white, refreshing the exterior and giving the car a clean, elegant appearance that suits its formal design. The interior has also been redone in white, creating a striking and cohesive look that reinforces the luxury identity of the model. These updates suggest a focus on presentation and comfort, making the car immediately appealing for cruising, weekend use, or casual shows. The seller notes that the body is straight, an important detail for a car of this size and age, as bodywork and panel alignment can be complex and expensive to address. The seller is transparent about a minor functional issue, noting that the front right window motor does not work, which is a relatively common and typically manageable repair on classic Cadillacs. Aside from this detail, no other flaws are mentioned, reinforcing the idea that the car is largely sorted and ready to enjoy. Offered at a competitive price with room for negotiation, this 1967 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham presents itself as a stylish, updated, and running luxury classic with strong visual impact and everyday drivability, ideal for an enthusiast looking to enjoy classic Cadillac comfort without taking on a major restoration project. Number 4. This 1940 Ford Standard two-door sedan, offered at $28,000 and located in Chino, California, is presented as a classic hot rod, inspired pre-war Ford that blends traditional styling with period-correct upgrades. The seller describes it as an excellent driver with no issues whatsoever, positioning it as a car that can be enjoyed immediately rather than a project or unfinished build. With trades for 1950s-style hot rods considered, the listing clearly targets enthusiasts who appreciate traditional American hot rodding and the timeless appeal of early Ford sedans. As a standard model, it carries the clean, understated trim that many builders and collectors prefer for a more authentic and purposeful look. Power comes from a 1948 Mercury flathead 239 cubic inch V8, a popular and respected upgrade that adds both performance and authenticity to a 1940 Ford platform. The engine is paired with a 3-speed manual transmission operated on the column, preserving the vintage driving experience while maintaining drivability. The car has been converted to a 12-volt electrical system with an alternator and cloth wiring, improving reliability and ease of maintenance without sacrificing period character. Dual exhaust with glass packs gives the car a classic hot rod sound, reinforcing its 1950s-inspired personality while still remaining true to traditional flathead culture. The interior is described as a mohair setup, consistent with higher-end restorations of this era and offering a comfortable, period-appropriate environment. An electric windshield wiper has been added, a small but meaningful upgrade that improves usability in real-world driving conditions. The seller emphasizes that this Ford is an older restoration that has been kept very nice over the years, suggesting ongoing care and attention rather than neglect. This combination of age, patina, and maintenance often appeals to buyers who value character and authenticity over a freshly over-restored appearance. Overall, this 1940 Ford two-door sedan stands out as a well-sorted, traditionally styled hot rod with strong mechanical fundamentals and tasteful upgrades. Its reputation as a trouble-free driver, combined with its desirable flathead Mercury V8, 12-volt conversion, and classic exhaust setup, make it suitable for cruising, shows, or long-distance enjoyment. With trades considered and a clear focus on traditional hot rod appeal, this Ford represents a compelling opportunity for an enthusiast seeking a ready-to-enjoy pre-war sedan that captures the spirit of 1950s hot rodding while remaining comfortable and dependable on today's roads. Number 5. This 1968 Pontiac GTO, offered at $26,500 and located in Pleasant Hill, California, is presented as a muscle car style clone that captures the aggressive look, sound, and road presence that made the original GTO legendary. The seller is transparent in describing it as a clone rather than a numbers-matching original, positioning it honestly for buyers who want the experience and appearance of a classic GTO without the premium price tag of an authentic example. With its rally wheels, strong stance, and classic late 1960s Pontiac styling, the car delivers immediate visual impact and embodies the spirit of the muscle car era. Under the hood, the car is equipped with a 400 cubic inch Pontiac V8 paired with a matching transmission, a combination that closely mirrors the factory performance configuration enthusiasts expect from a 1968 GTO. The seller notes that these cars originally came with approximately 350 to 360 horsepower in stock form, reinforcing the performance pedigree associated with this engine platform. While specific build details are not provided, the overall description emphasizes strong sound and enjoyable driving characteristics, suggesting that the drivetrain is well-sorted and capable of delivering the kind of power and torque that defined Pontiac muscle in the late 1960s. From a body and structural standpoint, the car is described as being free of rust in critical areas, with no rust found in the trunk or fenders during inspection. This is an important consideration for any classic muscle car and adds confidence that the car has solid bones beneath its exterior presentation. The seller highlights the overall look and stance, implying that suspension, wheels, and tires are properly set up to complement both the appearance and the driving experience. These qualities combine to make the car appealing not only as a visual standout, but also as a usable and enjoyable classic on the road. Overall, this 1968 Pontiac GTO Clone is presented as a great, reliable, and fun-to-drive muscle car that delivers classic Pontiac performance without the stress often associated with high-dollar originals. Its honest representation as a clone, combined with a strong 400 V8, matching transmission, solid body condition, and iconic styling cues, make it an attractive option for enthusiasts who prioritize driving enjoyment and classic muscle car presence. Offered at a competitive price point, it represents a balanced opportunity for someone seeking a bold, dependable, and visually authentic GTO-style experience. Number 6. This 1963 Dodge Dart 170, offered at $11,000 and located in Dana Point, California, is presented as a largely original survivor that has been gently used and carefully kept rather than heavily modified or restored. The seller notes ownership since 2017, during which time the car was primarily used for casual local driving, including trips to the beach, and has always been stored in a garage. This background supports the overall impression of a well-preserved, honest classic that retains its original character. Finished in its distinctive aqua paint color, the car reflects the understated charm of early 1960s compact Mopars and offers an approachable entry into classic car ownership. Mechanically, the Dart is equipped with its original 225 cubic inch slant 6 engine, paired with a TorqueFlite push-button automatic transmission, a defining and increasingly appreciated feature of early Dodge models. The seller states that mechanical work was completed at the time of purchase to ensure the car was road safe, suggesting that it has been maintained with usability in mind rather than left dormant. The Slant 6 is well known for its durability and smooth operation, making this Dart a reliable cruiser that is easy to live with and inexpensive to maintain compared to larger V8-powered contemporaries. The presence of a Carter carburetor further supports its largely stock configuration. In terms of originality and condition, the car is described as mostly original and unmolested, though not perfect, with dings and scratches consistent with a nearly 60-year-old survivor. This honest description positions the Dart as a car with visible character rather than a freshly refinished showpiece, appealing to buyers who value authenticity and patina. The manual and an extra set of keys are included, small but meaningful details that often get lost over time and add to the completeness of the car. Its overall presentation suggests a vehicle that has been enjoyed responsibly while retaining the core elements that define its era. Paperwork and registration details further enhance the appeal of this Dart 170. It currently wears California historical vehicle plates, and the seller also has the original black California plates, a desirable bonus for collectors and enthusiasts who appreciate period-correct details. The car is offered with a clean title, removing a common source of concern for classic car buyers. With openness to trades, this 1963 Dodge Dart represents a straightforward, usable, and character-rich classic that combines originality, practicality, and classic California history in one approachable package. Number 7. This 1966 Ford Galaxie 500 XL, offered at $7,000 and located in Phoenix, Arizona, is presented as a solid, full-size American classic that emphasizes drivability and mechanical readiness over show-level cosmetics. The seller is clear that the car runs and drives, starts immediately on the first turn of the key, and is offered with an Arizona title in the seller's name, supporting a straightforward and clean transaction. Finished in black, this Galaxie carries the bold presence and long, low proportions that defined mid-1960s Ford full-size performance models, making it an appealing option for someone looking for a usable classic rather than a stalled project. The seller also notes that this is an Arizona car, an important point for buyers concerned about rust and long-term structural condition. Under the hood, the car is powered by a 352 cubic inch V8 that has been rebuilt, paired with an automatic transmission that is described as shifting smoothly. The engine benefits from a fresh tune-up, including new spark plugs and wires, and is fed by a recently rebuilt 2-barrel Edelbrock carburetor. Supporting mechanical updates include a new fuel pump and fuel filter, fresh fuel with a clean tank, and new radiator hoses, all of which contribute to reliable starting and consistent operation. Fresh fluids have been added throughout, including gasoline, oil, and transmission fluid, reinforcing the seller's claim that the car is ready to be driven rather than immediately serviced. From a braking and safety standpoint, this Galaxie has received significant recent attention. The car is equipped with new brakes on all 4 corners, along with a new master cylinder and new brake lines, addressing one of the most important systems on a vehicle of this size and era. A new battery has also been installed, further supporting dependable starting and everyday usability. All exterior lights and turn signals are reported to be fully functional at both the front and rear, an often overlooked but essential detail for street legality and safe driving. The car rides on 15-inch Craigar wheels, adding a period-correct muscle-era look that complements the Galaxie's aggressive stance. Condition-wise, the seller states that there is no rust or cancer, which is a major selling point for a mid-1960s full-size car, especially given its Arizona history. The primary cosmetic flaw noted is a dent in the passenger side door, indicating that while the car presents well as a driver, it is not being represented as flawless. The air conditioning system is present, though not currently working, leaving an opportunity for the next owner to repair or upgrade it according to preference. A startup video is available, and the seller is firm on pricing with no lowball offers and no trades considered. Overall, this 1966 Ford Galaxie 500 XL stands out as a mechanically refreshed, rust-free Arizona driver with strong fundamentals, clear paperwork, and classic full-size V8 character at an accessible price point. Number 8. This 1978 Chevrolet G-Series 1500 van, offered at $14,900 and located in Sun City West, Arizona, is presented as a classic short-wheelbase, shorty, boogie van with a strong custom personality and a focus on fun, drivability, and vintage street presence. Described as a no-window van, it carries the iconic smooth-sided look that made these vans so popular in the late 1970s custom scene. While not positioned as a perfect or over-restored example, it is honestly described as a cool, good-running van that emphasizes character and usability over cosmetic perfection. Powering this G-Series is a 383 cubic inch stroker engine, a significant performance upgrade that gives the van strong torque and a lively driving feel compared to stock configurations. This engine choice aligns well with the van's hot rod-inspired attitude and makes it far more engaging to drive than a standard small block setup. Supporting mechanical updates include new brakes all the way around, an important improvement for safety and confidence, especially in a vehicle of this size and weight. A new gas tank and a new alternator have also been installed, addressing common reliability concerns and reinforcing the idea that the van has been maintained with real-world driving in mind. Inside, the van features a new interior that leans heavily into classic boogie van style, complete with shag carpeting that instantly evokes the era. These interior updates enhance comfort and visual appeal, making the van an inviting space for cruising, shows, or casual weekend use. The absence of side windows adds to the custom look and provides a clean exterior profile, while also contributing to the nostalgic, purpose-built van aesthetic that has seen renewed interest in recent years. Overall, this 1978 Chevrolet G-Series 1500 Shorty van is best described as a character-rich, performance-enhanced cruiser rather than a flawless showpiece. Its 383 stroker engine, refreshed braking system, updated fuel components, and new interior make it a solid and enjoyable driver with plenty of personality. Offered at an approachable price point and located in Arizona, it represents a fun opportunity for an enthusiast seeking a distinctive vintage van that runs well, looks the part, and delivers classic late 1970s boogie van vibes. Number 9. This 1965 Ford Mustang, offered at $12,000 and located in Queen Creek, Arizona, is presented as a super-solid early Mustang that runs and drives great, making it an appealing foundation for either continued enjoyment or future upgrades. Equipped with a 200 cubic inch inline six-cylinder engine paired with a C4 automatic transmission, this car reflects the original, approachable spirit of the first-generation Mustang. The seller positions it honestly as a great project car to start with, while also emphasizing that it is already fully drivable, allowing the next owner to enjoy it immediately rather than begin with major mechanical work. Mechanically, the Mustang has benefited from attention to key reliability components, including an all-new fuel system that helps ensure consistent operation and trouble-free driving. A new battery has also been installed, supporting easy starts and everyday usability. The seller's description that the car runs and drives great suggests that the drivetrain and supporting systems are functioning as they should, making this Mustang suitable for local cruising, weekend drives, or gradual improvement over time. The combination of the inline-six and automatic transmission makes it an easy and forgiving classic to own, especially for enthusiasts new to vintage cars. From a body and exterior standpoint, the car is described as rust-free, a major selling point for any mid-1960s Mustang and particularly valuable for a vehicle that may serve as a long-term project. Several exterior components have been recently replaced, including the rear bumper, tail lights, and door handles, contributing to a cleaner and more complete appearance. These updates suggest ongoing care and investment, even if the car is not presented as fully restored. Overall, The exterior is positioned as solid and presentable, with good fundamentals that eliminate many of the common headaches associated with early Mustang ownership. Taken as a whole, this 1965 Ford Mustang represents a reliable and honest classic with strong structural integrity and a straightforward mechanical setup. Its rust-free condition, recent replacement parts, clean running characteristics, and reasonable asking price make it an attractive option for someone seeking a usable classic that can be driven as is or gradually personalized. Offered at $12,000 or best offer, it stands as a well-balanced entry into early Mustang ownership with plenty of potential for future enhancement. Number 10. This 1958 Chevrolet Impala, offered at $69,500 and located in Jurupa Valley, California, is presented as a really clean and highly original example of one of Chevrolet's most iconic late 1950s full-size cars. The seller emphasizes that this is a matching numbers vehicle that still retains its original 283 cubic inch engine and original automatic transmission, reinforcing its authenticity and collector appeal. Showing very low miles, this Impala is described as having been owned by an older couple for a very long time and always garage kept, details that strongly support the overall condition and preservation of the car. Finished in its original factory color combination, it captures the unmistakable style and elegance that made the 1958 Impala a standout when new and continues to make it highly desirable today. Mechanically, the car is described as starting instantly and running and driving excellent, with the seller noting that it starts like a match, a phrase often used to describe a well-sorted and properly maintained classic. All lights and gauges are reported to be fully functional, operating just as they did when the car left the factory in 1958, which speaks to both careful maintenance and originality. The original radio and clock are also said to be in working order, a rare and appealing detail that adds to the authenticity of the driving experience. These characteristics position the Impala as a true turnkey classic that can be driven and enjoyed without the need for immediate mechanical attention. Cosmetically, the car is described as being in excellent condition throughout, with paint, interior, chrome, and trim all noted as excellent. The body is reported to be solid with no rust issues, a critical factor for any 1950s Chevrolet and a major contributor to its value. The interior presentation matches the exterior in quality, reinforcing the impression of a well-preserved, carefully owned car rather than a quick cosmetic refresh. Additional period accessories such as four-way flashers, a tissue dispenser, floor mats, and dual antennas further enhance the originality and charm, reflecting the kinds of factory and dealer options that collectors appreciate. Overall, this 1958 Chevrolet Impala is presented as a high-quality, matching numbers classic that combines originality, condition, and drivability in one complete package. The seller stresses that no trades are being considered and that the price is justified by the difficulty and expense of building a comparable car to this standard today. With its excellent presentation, documented care, and strong mechanical performance, this Impala stands out as a serious collector-grade example that can be enjoyed immediately while continuing to hold strong long-term value. Number 11. This 1968 Ford Mustang Fastback, offered at $69,900 and located in Phoenix, Arizona, is presented as a high-end custom build that blends originality, restoration quality, and tasteful performance upgrades into a striking and cohesive package. Finished in its original Gulfstream aqua paint with a matching deluxe aqua interior, this Fastback immediately stands out for its rare and desirable color combination. The car was previously rotisserie restored down to and including the chassis, with extensive attention given to paint, interior, and overall presentation, resulting in a vehicle that reflects both craftsmanship and pride of ownership. The seller notes that the price is firm and there is no hurry to sell, reinforcing the sense that this is a well-loved example rather than a distressed or rushed offering. Mechanically, the Mustang is powered by a rebuilt 302 cubic inch V8 that is described as a non-original motor, tuned at ramjet racing, and housed within a spotless engine compartment. Paired with an automatic transmission, the drivetrain is positioned as both reliable and enjoyable, suitable for cruising while still delivering classic small-block Ford performance. The quality of the restoration and tuning is emphasized by the clean presentation and the overall condition of the engine bay, suggesting careful assembly rather than a cosmetic-only build. The seller even notes that a Coyote engine swap was considered, but ultimately rejected because the car is already too nice as it sits. The interior continues the high-quality theme, featuring bucket seats, a center console, and an overhead map light, all of which enhance both comfort and period-correct appeal. Custom gauges are installed and confirmed to be fully functional, adding modern accuracy while maintaining a classic look. The car rides on 17-inch chrome US mags wheels, giving it a modern stance without overpowering the original Fastback lines. GT Tribute badging is present on the sides and gas cap, along with fully functioning amber fog lights, completing the aggressive yet tasteful exterior presentation that pays homage to factory GT styling cues. From a documentation and authenticity standpoint, the car includes a MARTI report, confirming its original J-code status. The seller explains that the vehicle received a reassigned VIN in the state of Minnesota during the inspection process after the restoration was completed, providing transparency regarding its history and paperwork. Overall, this 1968 Mustang Fastback is presented as a beautifully restored and carefully customized example that combines rare colors, strong mechanical condition, and detailed craftsmanship. With firm pricing, no urgency to sell, and clear pride of ownership, it represents a premium fastback Mustang suited for a collector or enthusiast seeking a standout, turnkey classic. Number 12. This 1949 Chevrolet Styleline 4-door, offered at $14,500 and located in Anaheim, California, is presented as a very unmolested post-war Chevrolet that retains much of its original character and charm. The seller emphasizes its survivor nature, positioning it as a largely untouched example rather than a modified or heavily restored car. With its classic late 1940s styling, solid presence, and honest condition, this Styleline appeals to enthusiasts who appreciate originality and period correctness. The fact that it is described as a drive-at-home car further reinforces its usability and straightforward ownership appeal. Power comes from the original 216 cubic inch inline six-cylinder engine, maintaining the authentic driving experience these cars were known for when new. The car features an open driveline and freeway gears, allowing it to cruise comfortably at speeds of 60 miles per hour and above, a notable advantage for a vehicle of this era. It remains a 6-volt system, preserving originality, and the seller notes that all gauges are functional except for the fuel gauge. This mechanical setup suggests a car that has been maintained for regular use rather than stored away, making it suitable for local driving and longer casual cruises. Inside, the interior is described as very clean, with no rips or tears in the upholstery, and a headliner that is tight and in good condition. These details indicate careful ownership and preservation over the years, as interior components are often among the first areas to deteriorate in cars of this age. All lights and the horn are reported to be in working order, supporting the claim that the car is road-ready and does not require immediate electrical attention. The overall interior presentation aligns well with the car's unmolested theme and reinforces its appeal as a true survivor. From a documentation standpoint, the car is offered with a clean out-of-state title, adding clarity and confidence for the next owner. The seller's straightforward description, combined with the car's ability to cruise at modern road speeds, makes this 1949 Chevrolet Styleline an attractive option for someone seeking a usable, original post-war classic. With its honest condition, preserved interior, functional systems, and reasonable asking price, it represents a solid opportunity to enjoy a largely untouched piece of late 1940s American automotive history. Number 13. This 1979 Ford Ranchero GT, offered at $4,100 and located in Hemet, California, is presented as a classic car-based pickup that blends late 1970s muscle-era styling with everyday usability. As a GT model, it represents the more desirable trim level, combining the comfort and appearance of a passenger car with the utility of an open bed. The seller describes it as an older restoration completed from front to back, positioning it as a finished and usable vehicle rather than an unfinished project. With its distinctive profile and dual-purpose design, this Ranchero appeals to enthusiasts who appreciate unique classics that stand apart from more common muscle cars and trucks. Under the hood, The Ranchero is equipped with a 400 cubic inch V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission, offering strong torque and relaxed cruising characteristics typical of big displacement Ford power plants from this era. The seller states that the vehicle runs and drives, indicating that it is mechanically functional and suitable for immediate use. While specific rebuild details are not provided, the overall presentation suggests a drivetrain that has been maintained as part of the earlier restoration work. This configuration makes the Ranchero well suited for casual cruising, light hauling, or simply enjoying the rumble and presence of a classic V8-powered Ford. The interior has been redone, an important upgrade that adds comfort and visual appeal while reducing the need for immediate cosmetic work by the next owner. This refreshed interior complements the GT identity and supports the idea that the vehicle was restored with drivability and enjoyment in mind. New tires have also been installed, improving both safety and ride quality, and reinforcing the seller's claim that the car is ready to be driven. The seller notes that the vehicle remains all original in character, suggesting that the restoration focused on preserving the factory look and feel rather than introducing heavy customization. Overall, this 1979 Ford Ranchero GT stands out as an affordable entry into classic V8 ownership with added practicality and distinctive styling. Its older restoration, refreshed interior, new tires, and confirmed running and driving condition make it an attractive option for someone seeking a usable classic with personality. Offered at a relatively accessible price point and located in Southern California, this Ranchero represents a solid opportunity to own a unique piece of Ford history that combines muscle car attitude with everyday versatility. Number 14. This 1950 Chevrolet Fleetline Fastback, offered at $5,000 and located in Downey, California, is presented as a complete and largely intact classic that offers strong potential as a project car. With its iconic fastback roofline and smooth post-war Chevrolet styling, this Fleetline is well suited for a traditional custom, lowrider, or hot rod build. The seller emphasizes that the car is complete, an important factor when considering a project of this age, as missing components can quickly add significant cost and time. Positioned as an approachable father and son project, it is framed as a solid starting point rather than a stripped or neglected shell. Mechanically, the engine is described as being all there and turning over, suggesting that it has not been seized and may be relatively close to running condition. The seller notes that it should not take much to get it running, with the implication that reassembly and basic recommissioning are the primary tasks remaining. While specific engine and drivetrain details are not provided, the fact that the motor turns over adds a level of confidence compared to unknown or locked-up engines. This makes the Fleetline a more manageable project for enthusiasts who want to bring a classic back to life without starting from scratch. From a body and structural perspective, the car is described as being pretty solid with no major rust issues, a critical point for any early 1950s Chevrolet. Solid body condition greatly enhances its suitability for customization, whether the goal is a slammed lowrider, a period-correct custom, or a traditional hot rod. The Fleetline's flowing lines and wide stance potential make it especially attractive for these styles, and the seller clearly acknowledges its versatility as a build platform. Its completeness further supports the idea that this car has been preserved rather than heavily parted out. The seller also notes that the car has not been registered since 1994, an important disclosure for prospective buyers to consider during the title and registration process. Despite this, the overall description presents the Fleetline as a worthwhile and honest project with strong visual appeal and solid fundamentals. Offered at a very accessible price point, this 1950 Chevrolet Fleetline Fastback represents an opportunity for an enthusiast to acquire a classic with character, completeness, and creative potential, making it an excellent candidate for a rewarding long-term build. Number 15. This 1972 Buick Riviera boat-tail two-door coupe, offered at $18,000 and located in Ontario, California, is presented as a strong-running and visually striking example of one of Buick's most distinctive designs. The iconic boat-tail rear styling gives this Riviera a bold and unmistakable presence, setting it apart from other early 1970s personal luxury cars. The seller describes the car as looking and driving great, with a mean sound that matches its aggressive styling, positioning it as a car that is ready to be enjoyed immediately rather than a project. With a clean title in hand and no trades requested, the sale is framed as a straightforward transaction motivated by the need for space. Under the hood, the Riviera is powered by a 455 cubic inch Buick V8 paired with an automatic transmission, delivering the kind of torque and smooth power delivery these cars are known for. The engine is described as strong running, supporting the claim that the car is mechanically sorted and suitable for regular driving. This drivetrain combination reinforces the Riviera's reputation as a powerful yet refined grand touring coupe, capable of comfortable cruising with effortless performance. The overall driving experience is presented as solid and confidence-inspiring, making it appealing to enthusiasts who want both style and substance. Inside, the interior is described as being in great shape, further emphasizing the car's readiness for immediate enjoyment. It is equipped with power windows, a power seat, and power brakes, all of which are reported to be in good working order. The car is also an air-conditioned example, adding comfort and usability, especially in warm climates. The seller notes that everything is functioning properly, a significant point for a luxury-oriented classic where inoperative accessories can quickly become costly and time-consuming to repair. Adding to its uniqueness, the seller mentions that this Riviera was featured in the 2006 movie Crank, a detail that may appeal to collectors or enthusiasts who appreciate cars with pop culture history. The car is described as very solid overall, reinforcing confidence in its structure and condition. Offered at a competitive price point for a running and well-equipped boat-tail Riviera, this 1972 Buick Riviera stands out as a distinctive, powerful, and comfortable classic that is ready for its next owner to enjoy without delay. Number 16. This 1967 Chevrolet Corvette Coupe, offered at $98,500 and located in Mesa, Arizona, is presented as a highly desirable L79, equipped example in excellent condition, representing the final and most refined year of the C2 Sting-Ray generation. Finished in Lindale blue with a teal interior, this Corvette showcases a striking and period-correct color combination that highlights the car's iconic mid-year styling. The seller emphasizes that all major components are correct and matching numbers, reinforcing its authenticity and collector-grade status. As a 1967 model, it benefits from numerous refinements unique to the final C2 year, making it one of the most sought-after Corvettes among serious enthusiasts. At the heart of the car is the legendary L79 small block V8, paired with a close-ratio M21 4-speed manual transmission, a combination that delivers strong performance and an engaging driving experience. The car is equipped with Posi-Traction, further enhancing traction and drivability under spirited use. Factory-side exhaust is included, adding both visual drama and the unmistakable sound that defines high-performance mid-year Corvettes. Power steering is also present, making the car more enjoyable to drive while retaining its authentic muscle-era character. The option list on this Corvette reflects a well-equipped and thoughtfully specified car. Features include shoulder belts, an AM/FM radio, a speed warning system, and factory bolt-on wheels, which have been added to complement the car's appearance while maintaining a period-appropriate look. These options enhance both safety and comfort without detracting from originality, contributing to a balanced package that appeals to collectors who value correct details and usability. The overall presentation suggests careful ownership and a focus on preservation rather than modification. Taken as a whole, this 1967 Chevrolet Corvette L79 Coupe stands out as a premium example with strong documentation, correct components, and desirable factory options. Its excellent condition, matching number status, and iconic drivetrain configuration place it firmly in collector territory, while its color combination and factory-side exhaust add to its visual and emotional appeal. Offered at a price point consistent with high-quality examples, this Corvette represents an opportunity to acquire one of the most respected and collectible American sports cars of the 1960s. Number 17. This 1966 Ford Mustang Fastback, offered at $59,000 and located in Yorba Linda, California, is presented as a stunning, fully restored example finished in classic Wimbledon white over a black leather interior. The seller notes that this is an award-winning build that placed at a concours show in Southern California, underscoring the quality of the restoration and overall presentation. With its iconic fastback profile and carefully executed details, this Mustang is positioned as a high-level build that balances show-quality appearance with real-world drivability. It is described as a head-turner that has been enjoyed on weekend cruises, reflecting pride of ownership rather than long-term storage. Under the hood, the car is powered by a built 289 cubic inch V8 that has been bored .030 over and fitted with new pistons, rings, and bearings. Performance upgrades include a 4-barrel intake with a 600 Holley carburetor, a mild camshaft, upgraded ignition, new starter, Ford racing valve covers and air cleaner, and an aluminum radiator to support cooling. Power is delivered through a robust C4 automatic transmission, creating a combination that is both strong and street-friendly. The seller emphasizes that the car runs great and sounds incredible, suggesting a drivetrain that has been carefully assembled and tuned for reliable enjoyment. Chassis and comfort upgrades further elevate this fastback beyond a basic restoration. The car is equipped with front disc brakes and an upgraded suspension, improving handling and stopping power compared to stock. Custom polished billet specialty wheels add a modern touch while complementing the classic body lines. Inside, the Mustang features a custom center console, digital gauges, a modern audio head unit, and vintage-style air conditioning, blending classic aesthetics with modern convenience. LED headlights improve visibility while maintaining a clean appearance, reinforcing the theme of thoughtful upgrades throughout the build. Overall, this 1966 Mustang Fastback is described as being in great condition, not absolutely perfect, but extremely nice with only minor cosmetic flaws from normal use. The seller includes build receipts and extra parts, adding transparency and value for the next owner. Offered at $59,000 or best offer, the car is being sold only to make room for another vehicle, not due to any shortcomings. With its award-winning restoration, strong V8 performance, modern enhancements, and unmistakable fastback styling, this Mustang represents a high-quality, turnkey classic that is ready to be enjoyed and admired. Number 18. This 1967 Pontiac LeMans SE Aero Coupe, offered at $17,500 and located in San Bernardino, California, is presented as a largely unmolested example of Pontiac's stylish intermediate coupe from the muscle car era. The seller emphasizes its original character, positioning it as an honest survivor rather than a heavily modified or over-restored car. With its distinctive Aero Coupe roofline and clean proportions, this LeMans offers classic Pontiac styling at a more accessible level than its GTO counterpart. The car is currently registered and titled in the seller's name, reinforcing that it is a usable, street-driven vehicle rather than a long-term dormant project. Under the hood, the car retains its original 326 cubic inch V8 paired with a 2-speed automatic transmission, a combination that reflects its factory configuration and supports its survivor status. The seller notes that it drives great and cruises down the freeway with no problem, suggesting that the drivetrain is functioning well and suitable for regular use. While not a high-performance setup by modern standards, this configuration delivers smooth, dependable cruising and maintains the authentic driving feel Pontiac intended in 1967. Overall, the mechanical description points to a car that can be enjoyed as is while leaving room for future upgrades if desired. From a body and structural standpoint, the LeMans shows solid fundamentals. The floor pans are described as solid, a major positive for a car of this era, while the trunk floor does have some rust caused by a rubber mat. Importantly, the seller notes that the perimeter of the trunk is dry, indicating that the rust is localized rather than widespread or structural. This level of transparency helps set realistic expectations and suggests that any metal repair needed would be manageable rather than extensive. The overall condition supports the idea that this is a good, honest car rather than a hidden rust project. In terms of equipment, this LeMans is well optioned with power steering, power brakes, and factory air conditioning. The air conditioning compressor was removed by a previous owner, but the seller states that it is included with the car, giving the next owner the option to restore the system. The seller acknowledges that the car needs some minor odds and ends, but frames it as a solid overall vehicle that was intended for future plans before life circumstances intervened. Offered at $17,500 or best offer, this 1967 Pontiac LeMans SE Aero Coupe represents a sound, mostly original classic with good structure, clear paperwork, and strong potential for continued enjoyment or thoughtful improvement. Number 19. This 1955 Chevrolet Nomad Bel Air Restomod, offered at $220,000 and located in Chandler, Arizona, is presented as a high-end, professionally built custom wagon that blends iconic Tri-5 Chevrolet styling with modern performance, luxury, and show-level craftsmanship. Finished in a striking, American tradition, tuxedo black exterior with a charcoal roof, this Nomad is positioned as a turnkey statement car designed to turn heads at shows while remaining fully capable of comfortable street cruising. The seller emphasizes its readiness for driving, cruising, and car show presentation, framing it as a complete and finished build rather than an evolving project. As one of the most desirable body styles of the 1950s, the Nomad already carries strong collector appeal, and this example elevates that reputation through extensive Restomod execution. At the foundation of the build is a Paul Newman Creation show-quality frame, paired with a polished C4 Corvette independent suspension that dramatically improves handling, ride quality, and overall road manners compared to the original setup. Stopping power is handled by bare power disc brakes along with a Hydrotec braking system and a classic Performance Products master cylinder, ensuring modern, confident braking performance. Steering is upgraded with a Uni-Steer rack and pinion system and an IDIDIT steering column, creating precise control and a clean, modern driving feel. Cooling and airflow are addressed through high-performance Meridyne fans, a Sweet Components core support radiator, and a Street Performance alternator and air conditioning pulley system, supporting reliable operation even in demanding conditions. The body and engine bay detailing reflect a strong focus on both aesthetics and engineering. The car features custom smooth inner fender wells, hidden wiring, hidden door hinges, Eddy Motorsports hood hinges, and extensive chrome work that has been triple-plated for show-level finish. A 3-inch hot jet, coated exhaust system provides performance and durability, while a Rock Valley polished aluminum fuel tank, electric fuel pump, stainless fuel lines, carbon fiber dry lines, and Gotta Show stainless hoses and lines demonstrate attention to both safety and presentation. Specialty all-new smoked glass power windows further enhance the clean exterior appearance while adding modern convenience. Inside, the Nomad is equally well appointed, offering power bucket seats, LED lighting throughout, vintage-style air conditioning, and a full suite of gauges from classic instruments that combine classic aesthetics with modern accuracy. A rain gear 2-speed intermittent wiper and washer system adds real-world usability, while thoughtful interior integration maintains a refined, uncluttered look. Every component appears selected to balance luxury, performance, and reliability, resulting in a cohesive, no-compromise build. Overall, this 1955 Chevrolet Nomad Bel Air Restomod stands as a premium, professionally executed example that merges timeless design with contemporary engineering, making it suitable for high-level shows, long-distance cruising, and serious collectors seeking a top-tier Tri-5 Chevrolet. Number 20. This 1964 Ford Galaxie Custom, offered at $1,000 and located in Simi Valley, California, is presented as a very affordable entry-level classic project with strong full-size Ford character and plenty of potential for the right buyer. Positioned clearly as a non-running vehicle, the seller is upfront that it will require a trailer for transport, making it best suited for an enthusiast looking for a restoration candidate, drivetrain swap, or long-term build rather than a turnkey driver. Even in its current state, the Galaxie Custom carries the bold, wide-body styling that defined Ford's early 1960s full-size lineup and continues to attract builders and collectors alike. Under the hood, the car is equipped with a V8 engine paired with a manual transmission, a combination that adds to its appeal despite the non-running condition. While no additional details are provided regarding the engine's displacement or the cause of its inoperability, the presence of a factory-style V8 and manual gearbox offers a solid foundation for restoration or performance-oriented upgrades. For many buyers, the value lies not in immediate drivability but in the opportunity to rebuild, modernize, or customize the drivetrain to suit their vision, whether that means returning it to period-correct form or creating a more aggressive street machine. As a Galaxie Custom, this model represents a more straightforward trim level, often favored by builders due to its cleaner lines and fewer factory luxury elements, which can simplify restoration and customization. The large engine bay, full-frame construction, and generous interior space make these cars well suited for a wide range of builds, from classic cruisers to drag-inspired setups. Although cosmetic and structural details are not extensively described, the low asking price suggests the seller is realistic about the work required, making this an accessible starting point for hands-on enthusiasts. Overall, this 1964 Ford Galaxie Custom is best viewed as a budget-friendly project with classic full-size American presence and mechanical potential. Its non-running status and need for trailering are clearly stated, but for buyers seeking an inexpensive classic platform with a V8 and manual transmission, it offers a compelling opportunity. With the right investment of time and effort, this Galaxie could be transformed into a distinctive and rewarding build that reflects the bold spirit of mid-1960s Ford design. We appreciate you watching our roundup of 20 affordable classic cars from the marketplace. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars. And make sure to share this video with anyone who shares your love for timeless rides.